Oh, I'm just gonna say to Joyce Patrick Opesha, don't send me about the bagong lipunan na videos in YouTube that you said it to me in Messenger. But me, I don't like Marcoses. Everyone hate Marcos. Everyone hate Bongbong Marcos and Ferdinand Marcos Sr. Especially the sister of Teacher Kel, Barbie Pabelo, or Teacher Jessa Fernandez, even who else? Jens Manaid's parents, even his family members, even that his brother Alan Manaid, even his sisters of Jens Manaid, that they hate Bongbong Marcos and Ferdinand Marcos Sr. because I know they are anti-Marcos. Everyone hate Marcos, and I'm asking to you, Juris Patrick Opesha, uh, eh, don't said about Bagong Lipunan. People there, they hate Marcos. We don't like Marcos. You remember um, um, my friend um, Denzel Joshua. Oh, Denzel Joshua, that his family members are anti-Marcos. Oh, they are all anti-Marcos. If you don't understand, if people there are anti-Marcos, don't send me about the picture of Marcos. People there, they hate Marcos. Especially, um, especially Gabriel Narag is also an anti-Marcos. We don't care about Marcoses. Like me, since my time I was there, I was also an anti-Marcos. Take a look. I am also anti-Marcos. When my when I realized when Rodrigo Duterte was arrested, oh, people are there are angry at Bongbong Marcos. And me, I became an anti-Marcos. I am no longer to be a pro-Marcos. Because I'm anti-Marcos. Oh, when I talk to my American friend who is a pro-Palestinian activist, she discussed about the exile of Marcos family. The Marcoses are the greatest robbery of the government. If you see what really happened, I talked to my American friend who's pro-Palestine, and she's activist. That she is an anti-Marcos. Remember that Ferdinand Marcos Sr., he's just like Benjamin Netanyahu. He kills millions of Filipino Muslims who were Shia and Sunnis in the Jabida massacre in 1970s. Oh, would you explain it, Joris Patrick Opesha? How would you realize that was the time of the Jabida massacre in 1970s? Oh, you know, just be explained. And meanwhile, everyone hate Marcos. Like I said before, when I talked to my American friend, who's a pro-Palestinian activist, she's also an anti-Marcos. She realized the Marcoses are the truly corrupt. Oh, like the time of Donald Trump, he disagreed with the Marcoses. To not to buy the New York in the wall tower because Donald Trump owned the tower, and Donald Trump rejected the Imelda Marcos not to buy the tower, even Ferdinand Marcos Sr. Oh, because Donald Trump claims that Ferdinand Marcos Sr. and Imelda Marcos are the true robbery. They steal money. Oh, they steal money. They steal jewelry for the Filipino people. Like I say to you, Juris Patrick Opesha, nobody believes of Marcoses. You see what really happened. I was there in my time. I was there in uh, you know, the time I realized last year, before we go to Nagoya, Japan, I was come with my parents to go to IKEA. I participate. And also I realized the statue of Ninoy Aquino and Cory Aquino were a true martyrdom. Oh, they're true martyrdom, they're true democracy. Just like Fidel Castro, even Raul Castro, they are true democracy in the Cuba. They oust Fulgencio Batista. And the time of Cory Aquino and Ninoy Aquino, they oust Ferdinand Marcos Sr. out of Malacanang. They realize they are true heroes. Like I said, Mang Rodelio Daguman was right. Ninoy Aquino was a true hero. Bayani nga si Ninoy. That's why, he's a true hero. You remember the 500 pesos? It was Ninoy and Cory. There are true heroes. Just like I heard from Luis Cabales, Ninoy Aquino and Cory Aquino are true heroes, because I know Cory Aquino, who's a ally of Rodrigo Duterte. Cory Aquino and Rodrigo Duterte are friends. They're not enemies. So this is a huge slap to Kuya Copio. If you say about Bongbong Marcos, Ferdinand Marcos, who cares? Don't you even know that Tatay Delpin and Nanay Baby, the late mother of Ate Mirsol and the father of Ate Mirsol, who were anti-Marcos? Because I know Ate Mirsol realized that her parents are anti-Marcos. That is true. We are all anti-Marcos. I say again, Juris Patrick Opesha, don't send me a picture of Bagong Lipunan, because I video call with Juris. I said to him, don't send me about Bagong Lipunan, because everyone hate Marcos. It's not a debate, it's not argument. It's just a concern. It's a regarding, but that what I'm saying, people there are retaliating against Bongbong Marcos. People there are retaliating against Ferdinand Marcos Sr. They are claiming that they are the thieves that call it magnanakaw. Magnanakaw pala ang mga Marcoses. And you know what I'm saying, this is really true. And here's that one thing I could say, Paula Colin Nunez. Paula Colin Nunez, when you never listen to Luis Cabales, when you never listen to Lawrence Villawan, when you never listen to other people who were anti-Marcos, even people there are pro-Duterte. People there are Duterte supporters who were anti-Marcos. I say again, Paula Nunez, when you visit in the time of the tomb of Corregidor Island, that was in Cavite. In also near at the Manila Bay, there was a Jabida massacre. Hundreds of Filipino, Shia, and Sunni Muslims, they were killed. Oh, they were killed by Marcos Sr. Oh, Jabida massacre, 1970s. That's a history. Oh, let us be remind to you, Paula Colin Nunez and Jim Macasandil. This is all, both of you are huge slap. And what really happened? You remember the time of the Jabida massacre? Do you remember what you see in the Philippines about um, the statue of Ninoy Aquino and Cory Aquino? Oh, because I know Cory Aquino is a friend of Tatay Digong and is a friend of Rodrigo Duterte. Oh, you know, Paula Colin Nunez, you have to stop being yourself Marcos loyalist. You are very a fake Filipino. You don't know how to brush your teeth anyway when you say it. Oh, you know, Paula Colin Nunez, I just want to remind, I just criticize you. Lawrence Villawan was right. His grandmother was a anti-Marcos. That was a mother of Tita Geraldine, was a anti-Marcos. Oh, everyone are anti-Marcos.